What I'm excited about in this center, because this is a walking miracle, we signed a lease, the harbor, which was crazy. At that point, we were up to 40 people in our congregation. We signed the lease, and we presented it to the churches. There was no way we could do anything, and the churches rallied. From the day we presented to the churches to opening this center was 9 months.
This is not just a video I do like all the other videos I've been working on. This is a video that I think is really going to have some serious impact, and I'm about 50 miles north of Skid Row.
So how long have you guys been out here homeless?
Oh, 7 months we've been down here.
7 months?
Quick picture of what it feels to be overwhelmed and the overall need. I mean, this is ground zero of homelessness in America.
Literally, this place was a dive. I mean, it was in bad shape. Drugs, prostitution.
The vision was first this unity, and then I started to think about how do we fund this thing, and I started praying to the Lord, and kind of in the middle of the night He gave me this idea. It's like, whoa, yeah, that's how we do it.
So for those of you that have been staying in touch with us and watching what we've been doing at Enoch Magazine, you know we moved to Skid Row. We have a heart for the homeless, and our main concern is just to learn how to help them. So when you look at a place like this, you kind of, at least I get really overwhelmed. But there's Skid Rows in every city. And so what God has been showing us is that there's a model of how to help the homeless. And ironically, it's all the way in Ventura. And so if you can stay with us on this journey and help support us as we go look at their model and document what they're doing up there, how churches are all getting involved, I think that in every city across America we can start to really start putting an end to a lot of this overwhelmingness that we feel when we look at homelessness.
God's looking for people that'll believe in the impossible in His church. Things that have not been done. God did something really crazy with us. He had us start this ministry. We call it Operation Embrace, and we had this crazy idea of taking Matthew 25, the parable of the sheep and the goats, and taking it seriously. And as a congregation of 20 with nothing, literally nothing, we just believed this was the heart of God, and so we started doing it. Within a year, it became the largest ministry in the city, helping daytime services. It's called Operation Embrace, and you know, as you see, as people come in, we show them around, we provide a complete set of services for them. Is it your first time at the harbor?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Well,
We had to ask a police officer, how did you get here?
That's awesome. The police told you how to get here. That is so cool. Mail distribution, they get their mail delivered here. They have an address for their mail, a computer center, and then prayer, and we do Bible studies. We also have 12-step programs, ladies programs.
We make sure people are fed. We make sure they have clean clothes. We make sure that they're able to shower and clean themselves.
Clothing pantry, food pantry, case management, crisis case management. Like that lady needed to get her SSI. They just came into town. They just no hope. We can start helping you with that.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you guys are here. I'm going to pray for you right now.
Everybody's familiar with what the harbor has done here with Operation Embrace. Everyone in our city is very excited about the Kingdom Center, and no one would have ever expected that it would have been so successful and also involved so many different congregations.
Each one has a room, each one's responsible for that room, and each one sponsors the homeless family in transition. And it was born out of a dream. God does His greatest work with the smallest things.
Community Presbyterian Church.
Okay.
This is the church I go to. And here's a completed room.
Be my conscience when I have no one to defend. All the
It's a crazy idea that God fanned into flame. It's called the Kingdom Center. And so we prayed about it, and God said, I want to do another miracle. I want to take this old motel and do something unprecedented. Create a place where the entire church community comes together and purchases rooms and gets involved in ending homelessness.
The community and unity of this thing is that other churches have helped other churches. So a church here will have a plumber, and then I'll look at him and say, do you mind plumbing the next 2 rooms? Or do you mind plumbing 1 more room? Or tile setting in 1 more room? And 90% of the time they agree. Literally, this place was a dive. I mean, it was in bad shape. Drugs, prostitution, every sin known to man, I think, was being conducted here. The first thing was to come into all the rooms and bless them and ask God for its cleansing and its entirety. Then we started completely gutting this thing. And then we began the process of painting and cleaning and revamping, replacing windows, doors, new water lines, new sewer lines, everything you can imagine to make it absolutely in great working condition.
So this is like a new place then?
It really is.
One of the things I've learned as mayor is that we in the government can't do everything, and we can't afford to do everything. But we can certainly support in ways that are appropriate for us. In the case of the Kingdom Center, it had to do with issuing the city permits and things like that, right?
But God had it right, don't you think? Because he says in the Bible all over the place about loving the poor and stuff. And Christians have, for so long, have actually, in my opinion, kind of ignored the poor in our recent church settings.
Right, exactly. And the reason is because what the church has done is they've replaced their responsibility in their local city by sending people all over the world.
The thing is, what we're doing right now, our car keeps breaking down. I mean, that ain't really a home, but that gives you shelter from the rain and the weather.
Yeah.
We got scared, really. And the mountains up here, the coyotes are.
We were sleeping there.
You were sleeping there?
Yeah, and
It has to start here. And that's what Jesus said. He said, here, then Samaria, then Judea, then to the ends of the earth.
A lot of times they might have legal troubles or legal problems. They don't have the funds to get into that or to fix that. So we have people here that help them with paperwork for disability insurance or to get a driver's license.
The point is what you just said as far as where's your mission, and look how tangible that mission can be if you can come 2 or 3 blocks away from your home to come to this project and make it your mission.
It's a testament to the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, right? That a church like this, a congregation like this, a small one, but a visionary one, can get something going and have our other congregations get involved.
There's a lot of things that we do in church, but there's one thing that's expected that we will answer directly to, and it's the question, what did we do for the least of these in our own Jerusalem?
We need more people that want to have that consistency, because we have so many that want to come in for the quick hit and do the 1 week thing and then, okay, now I can go back to my life.
God is perfect and we are so imperfect. And we look at an imperfect homeless person and we say, man, we are so different than them. No, we're not. We're closer to them in our sin. And we don't get that until we start ministering to a homeless person and we see, with all of their dysfunction, we see how much dysfunction we have. It's the only way. It's the only way we can really see it.